Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to another Bannerlord video. In this one, I would like to, before we get started, to just remind you that if we can get to 575 subscribers by December 1st, we'll be doing a $50 gift card giveaway. If you get it by Christmas, it'll be $25 gift card giveaway. And I do giveaways on my stream, link is down in the kick. And I do have my Discord. Also, I'd like to ask you what type of other content that you guys like to see. Do let me know. Maybe you want to see a little bit more shorts, maybe different games, stuff like that. Do let me know down in the comments, right? But with all that said, today's video is how to consistently make money, right? It's not gonna take you from like $10 to 3 million instantly, right? But this is a more consistent method and you can make a lot of money, right? I was able to make enough money to convince all these clans to join me, you know, which is a lot of money, right? If we take a look, 13 clans I was able to pay off to join me. You know, some were 200k, some were like 5, 6, 700,000, right? So this method works better as the game moves forward, right? And well, the method is pretty easy. You're gonna be doing it no matter what. Is make money through fighting, right? Taking out enemy small parties or their armies, right? Because during the fight, you will get a loot, right? You get their mod armor, their weapons, stuff like that, right? And in the early starts, you're not gonna be fighting armies or anything. You're gonna be primarily fighting maybe some bandits, right? While you build up, right? So it's gonna take quite a bit of time to set up to where you can make a lot of money, right? But once you get it up, you'll be able to make tons of money. Look, I just sold the melee weapons, the shield and ranged, some of the mounts and saddles, and some of the miscellaneous items, and I made 50k, right? And I still have plenty of armor, right? And that was from the previous video defending against 1100 men. If I were to sell pretty much all of the armor, that would give me another 50k, right? So we're able to make 100k. So fighting the smaller parties is not obviously not going to get you a lot, because if they're bandits, they're not going to have the best equipment, and so on, right? But as you start to take out enemy, I'm going to move over to get into battle, but you start to take out maybe villagers, they'll have some extra stuff. And once you start taking out like enemy, wow, that's a big army. So our recruiting clans to use really worth it. But as you start to take out enemy parties, even if it's, you know, a 30 man, 40, 50 man, is gonna get you some of the loot. Especially, it's even better if you're a mercenary, because you're gonna get influence, which if you're a mercenary, you get paid for influence, right? Now, we're just gonna simulate fighting this, what is it, 87 men, I believe. Right? Boom, we annihilated him.
Enough.
You get a little bit of plunder gold, but you also get prisoners, right? We're gonna keep all of them as prisoners, and we're gonna take their army, right? And in order to get prisoners, you need to keep them, obviously, from dying on a battlefield, which will help you if you have high medicine. Oh, look at that. We got some of the loot, not a huge amount, but we got some of the small stuff, some of the decent, right? Which is not going to be a huge amount of money. But we have some prisoners of theirs and some of the loot. So let's go to just a nearby town. And remember, before, if we sold everything, we would be making 50k. So we'll see how much 10k would have made just from that battle alone. We'll also look at the prisoners and 2 nobles. And if you have noble prisoners, so their people sometimes pay the ransom. You'll see it on the right side of the screen, right? So that we're gonna get paid 50, but now it was 63. So we had made 13 grand in profit from fighting them. Because remember, before we'll be getting 50. Right? So 13 grand, pretty huge. Actually, we'll just sell all of it. And that was only 87 troops. Right? Ooh, why am I going back? I don't know. What I needed to do is go to the prisoners. Now let's look how much we make from their prisoners. And the prisoner, how much you get is determined by their tier, how good they are. You know, if you have a bunch, if you had like 60 recruits, you might have gotten like, I don't know, 700. Versus if you had 62 sturgeon heavy spearmen, right? Because they're 60, be getting paid more. So now we'll get 1700. Remember? So we'll be getting about 1500 or 15,000 from that. Now, if we got rid of this two, we'll be getting around 23, 24. And that was from 87 men, right? That we fought. And if you continuously do it, you'd be good. And if we just got rid of all the lords that we had, we'd be getting 33 grand. So I said this method gets better as the time goes on. Because you're going to be in the bigger armies or leading armies. Or if you have an amazing army like I do over here, right? You will be able to take out enemy armies that are like 2, maybe sometimes even 3. If you're really good, you might be able to take an army of like 4 or 5 times. Look, we have somebody that can't offer anything because they don't got any money, right? But if you're able to take out even bigger army, you'll be getting all of the loot, especially if you just fought them by yourself, and you will be able to get all the prisoners, especially with that life, which gives you a good amount of money from that. Their nobles, if you ransom them, if you wish to, and the loot. So you can make, you know, between like 10 to 50k per battle, right? Depending on how big the noble party is, or if there's an army. If it's a huge army, right? If it's like your 400 troops versus enemy 1200, and they're really high tier, like Imperial Legionnaires, heavy spearmen, heavy axemen, Valandian billmen, or Banner Knights, Azra Mamluk Palace Guards, you know, elite cataphracts, you know, some really heavy high tier units. You're gonna get hopefully some of them as prisoners, which is gonna give you more money. You're gonna get some of their equipment, which again is gonna give you more money, and you can get that continuously, right? Remember, just from alone this one fight, we got close to 20k. If we got rid of the 2 nobles, but we got 15 grand, and especially early game, that's gonna help you make more and more money. But that's pretty much it. This is probably the easiest way to make money, because if you're a mercenary, you're gonna be fighting a lot. You know, gonna be switching from a kingdom to a kingdom. Obviously, not gonna make as much money, but if you do it properly, you can make 2 to 3, maybe 4 grand, right, per battle, and that's not bad. Right? But once you get into a vassal, right? Or if you want to stay as mercenary, like when you have 100, 200, maybe you get lucky to 250, 300 troops, you'll be able to take out bigger enemy parties and their armies, allowing you to get more and more money. Which is why, like I said, this method just scales with you, you know. The stronger you get, the more money you're going to be able to get. But that's pretty much it for this video. I was going to say this episode, but yeah, this is it for this video. If you want to see any other video or stuff like that, like I said before, do let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do leave a like, comment, subscribe. But with all that said, don't forget to stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one, and bye-bye.